Так, ну что, продолжаем. Так, выхода у нас нет. У меня такое ощущение, что я неправильно улики разложил, скорее всего. Так, ну что, попробуем еще разок. Так, что-то здесь нужно.
What looks like the bottom of a broken glass buried in Boccarini's back.
Как-то не то.
The lamp, torn off its brackets.
Не то.
A door in the corridor jammed shut.
Так. Это все не подходит. Вот зараза, она не дает мне. То есть или здесь выбор, или здесь выбор. Так, информация, назад, право-влево. Нифига. W. Так. Так. Улики не работают. Так. Почему-то назад возвращает. Назад возвращает. Так, еще раз назад. Хорошо, давай это тогда.
The lamp, torn off its...
Нет, тут это не работает. Назад. Чего-то не хватает, каких-то улик у нас. Не сюда нажал еще придачу. Так, выходим. Нам надо этого конец зазвать на помощь. Так. Что с дверями-то? Так у нас и ничего и не получится. Так, теперь эту дверь он почему-то не обозначивает. Интересно. Очень интересно. В гараже тоже ничего нет больше. Неужели я неправильно разложил улики, а? Так, а удалить как-то можно, к примеру? Так, информация. Вот, к примеру, вот сюда что положить, да? Если Е нажимаешь, возвращает обратно.
What looks like the bottom of a broken glass buried in...
Не работает.
The lamp, torn off its bracket.
Не работает.
A door in the corridor jammed shut.
Не работает. Непонятно. Здесь вообще не предлагает никаких улик. Здесь везде у нас, здесь все прикреплено. А вот здесь у нас как раз и не прикреплено. И ничего сюда у нас не подходит. Сюда прикреплена улика. Вот здесь улики нет.
A door in the corridor jammed shut.
Почему он дверь-то не открывает? Я не могу понять. Соберите факты на доске расследования. Они не собираются. И не собираются. Где нигер-то? Так, может сюда зайти еще раз посмотреть. что смотреть? Здесь все же просмотрено 150 раз. Нифига. Вот зараза, а. Ничего тут нету. Кровавое пятно. Вот эта дверь раньше он писал, что мы типа ее взломаем. Теперь ничего не работает. Так, погоди, вот у окошка что? Пятно вроде какое-то. Не, ничего нету. Мат собака. И не выйти главное. И не подняться. А, во, еще комната одна.
The blood comes from the other side of the corridor and ends next to the body. He was attacked in the other room and dragged to the hall.
Так, нормально. Нормально. Так. Ушел через окно.
The evidence suggests that the events began in the lounge. How did Boccherini encounter his murderer?
Да. Все началось в гостиной. Зря я нажал. Так, 0 из 4. Перемещение. Идеально круглая вмятина, будто бы пытался забить гигантский гвоздь диаметром около 10 сантиметров. Так. Чтобы не разбил... Так. Не разбился, он должно было быть очень тяжелым. Еще раз прочитаю. Я не успеваю читать-то, зараза. Все. Отчитали. Ложка опять какая-то валяется. Письмецо. Ну, крови. Зараза. Так все сделано. Следы ногтей. Следы ногтей. Бутылка вина. Не срабатывает, да? Бутылка вина. Тут разбитая бутылка. Вот. Кровь лилась рекой. Так. Так, это что такое? Часы. Так. Перемещаем. Так, сразу.
What kind of person takes off a wristwatch without unfastening it? Or fastens the strap again after taking it off?
Да, ремешок застегнут.
Did it break during the struggle, or was it already broken?
Без 5-9. Так, что-то еще.
Blood. Blood everywhere.
Так.
This was opened recently.
Бутылочка. Бутылочка недавно открытая. Так, или не дошли?
Smells of whiskey. Glass on the floor indicates the window was broken from outside.
Да. Снаружи. Понятно, куда стекла-то летели. Чё? Так.
There's something under there.
Пистолетик.
How did it wind up under there?
Наган. Или что это? Какой наган? Че я гаражу-то хоть, ё-моё. Так. Патронтаж весь.
Not one round fired. It must have happened fast.
Что, дом-то один стоит, соседи бы сходили. Так. Что за какахи?
What is it with Italians and olives?
Оливки.
They lap those things up like caviar.
Знаю, итальянцы нас спрашивают.
Like a true bachelor, he should have put these into soak. Hours of scraping to get them clean. Although at this stage, I don't think Boccarini's too worried about that. 4 glasses. 2 of water, 2 of wine.
2 с водой, 2 с вином.
I've always been a whiskey man, but I know a good wine when I see one.
Такой-то, да? Отпечатки пальцев. Недоеденный пирог, что ли, какой, или что такое?
Leftover lasagna.
Лазань.
And it looks good. Why is it that 2 out of 3 Italian gangsters are great cooks? I'll never understand what the deal is with them in cooking. The plates and the glasses leave no room for doubt. Boccarini had company for dinner.
Да, с кем-то ужинал. Мы сейчас сперва все порыщем. Вот ножа одного нет, так. А потом будем составлять карту.
One knife's missing, the biggest one.
Так. Тут никого, ничего. Нигера зови, Нигера. 2 двери надо
Shut
вышибать.
from the inside. It opens onto the same room as the jammed door in the corridor.
Тут все перерыли. Так, даже вот здесь вот я все нашел, да. Вот такой ракурс камеры, что и не знал, что тут и комната есть. Так, ну что у нас по доске? Еще одна развилка. Давай вот с этого. А, здесь все. Здесь мы все собрали. А может и не все. Нет, все. Так. Ну давай вот сюда.
An open bottle of whiskey. A pistol, fully loaded. Pieces of glass from the window in the hall. I'd say Boccarini was drinking in the dining room when his assailant burst in through the window. Boccarini pulled his gun, but the murderer disarmed him before he could shoot. Where did the torture begin? A blood-stained wristwatch with a broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. A broken table, scratched and covered in blood. 2 pools of blood, one on either side. The bloodstains show that the murderer began to torture Boccarini on the dining table itself. That was where his hands were torn off. As a result, his wristwatch fell to the ground. How did the body reach its current position? The trail of blood from the dining room to the hall. A broken whiskey glass. Dirty plates, glasses, and silverware from a dinner for 2. A door in the kitchen, locked from the inside. It opens onto the same room as the... A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. A door in the corridor jammed shut. It opens onto the lamp, torn off its brackets, and Boccarini, already minus hands, was dragged into the hall, where the murderer used the brackets of the lamp to complete his macabre diorama.
Ну все. Где наш друг-то? Так, может еще где проход какой-то есть. Сюда не идет. Двери здесь не вышибает. Я не знаю, куда дальше идти. Вот здесь какой-нибудь еще закоулок. Так. Может здесь что? Вот тут под знаком вопроса. Вот это вот. Не то.
A door in the corridor jammed shut.
Не то.
It opens onto what looks like the bottom of a broken
Не
glass.
то.
Dirty plates, glasses, and silverware from a dinner for two. The dirty dishes and glasses prove that Boccherini ate lasagna with one other person. Was Boccherini's guest still in the house when the murderer showed up?
Да.
A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. A door in the kitchen, locked from... It opens what looks like the bottom of a broken glass. It seems clear that Boccherini and his guest were drinking when the murderer took them by surprise. The real question is, what happened to the witness? Did they escape? Did the murderer take them? Or are they still in the house? A door in the kitchen, locked from the inside. A door in the corridor jammed shut. One locked door could be a coincidence, but two locked doors which open onto the same room can't be. Either I'm completely wrong, or the witness is in that room. But I need Milton to open one of those doors.
Зовите Милтона. Милтон. Опаньки.
Mr. Ness, can you open the door for me?
Ой, ты меня напугал. Я чуть тебя не всадил весь барабан. Может, ты меня
It
отпустил.
was open. Why did you ring?
I thought I should use the doorbell so I wouldn't startle you.
When I came in, I pressed the doorbell and it didn't work.
Well, in light of the facts, I deduced that it was your finger that wasn't working. So, what can you tell me to restore my faith in you as a detective?
What is that?
Not a good start. It's a camera, so Alphonse can see all this.
All right. Follow me. Boccherini had company for dinner. Someone from Vermont with the initials OB. Someone whose social status was a lot higher, but who was on the same side of the law. He served lasagna, and after clearing away the dishes, they opened a bottle of whiskey in the dining room. That was when the murderer burst in on them, coming through the window which he broke with his own body weight. Boccherini, or maybe his guest, pulled a gun, but it was a waste of time. The murderer was so fast he was disarmed before he could fire. He focused his attention on Boccherini, totally ignoring the guest, and lifted him up into the air. He then threw him against the dining room table so hard that one of the glasses of whiskey was embedded in Boccherini's back. He span around, clawing at the table, and immediately afterwards the murderer ripped off his hands. I have no idea how he did it, but all the evidence suggests he just pulled. Blood sprayed everywhere. The wristwatch fell to the ground. He dragged him through the corridor into the hall. He tore down the lamp, hung him from the brackets, and stabbed steel rods through his body. He skewered him on the iron bars, possibly taken from the fence outside, and pulled out his teeth one by one. Then he pulled his teeth out one by one as he died. Finally, he scooped out his eyes with a teaspoon. Boccherini must have been dead when the murderer went to the bathroom with his hands in his teeth. There, he arranged them to make an altar, weaving the fingers together and placing the teeth inside. Next, he painted something on the wall in blood, a symbol which I don't recognize, but which could have some kind of ritualistic significance. When he'd finished his artwork, he left. I don't know what he did with the eyes.
You're telling me that someone did all this armed with a teaspoon?
More or less.
And you worked all this out on your own, just by looking?
More or less.
I don't know which of the two of you scares me more. Wait a second. What about the guest?
Right. Come with me.
Да. Без всякой экспертизы. Определил, чья где кровь. Кто откуда летел. Пожалуйста.
Nothing.
Turns out Mr. Untouchable isn't infallible. But you were close. Congratulations.
This must be Boccarini's office. Let's take a quick look around.
All yours.
А, тебя ко мне направили двери вышибать. Так. Это значит чего? Вот этот значок означает. Что читаем?
You're at a crime scene, and you sit down to read?
Titus Andronicus. One of the actors on the Hindenburg lent it to me. They're performing it soon. You couldn't ask for more appropriate reading material. Murder, mutilation, torture. Shakespeare's got it all.
We've lost the only lead we had to help us find Sophia Capone.
You think Boccarini's murder could be related?
Maybe. It's hard to say.
Ладно, браток. Это дела. Чемодан. Так. Деньги. Я уже вижу отсюда. Делим. Половину тебе, половину нам.
Jesus. There's at least $1 million here.
Boccarini's?
I'd be surprised. Probably his guests, and I doubt it was to pay Boccarini for his services. None of his forgeries are worth that much.
Неправильно выразился. Половина мне, половина нам. Что такое, а? Почему отслоение-то? Челюсти. Так, здесь мы были. Так, что это? Карточка какая-то.
Carlo, I have the goods for OB, but I have to take the children to school tomorrow and I can't make the meetup. Friday, same time, same place. It's signed NI.
These initials are getting to be a pain in the ass, right?
I have to take the kids to school tomorrow. I don't think this is some loving divorced daddy, Milton.
I take back what I just said.
Нигер, ты помолчал бы там, а? Сидит он там. Умничает, блядь.
The driver's license of one John Martinson and Osmond Burke. OB.
Окей,
Do we
OB.
know him?
The eldest son of the richest family in Vermont, convicted rapist. He was arrested thanks to the testimony of his father, who wound up disinheriting him. He escaped from prison last week. He broke into the family home and slit the throats of all his relatives one by one, opened the safe, and got away with a fortune.
They don't make jails like they used to. All starting to add up, isn't it?
Out of my way! Ow! Ow!
Эсочка. Была эсочка, ё-моё. Я даже не понял, что и было-то. Ну-ка давай еще разок.
All starting to add up, isn't it?
Out of my way! Ow!
Milton! Milton!
You're doing fine on your own, Mr. Ness. I believe in you.
Просто heavy rain. А, вот так. Собаки лают. А этот кончил стоит рядом.
He's coming back!
Who's coming back?
Him! The monster!
The guy who killed Boccherini?
He was a monster! Oh, get your hands off me, Negro!
What was he like? Describe him for me.
It was a monster. Red and black. I mean, his head reached the ceiling. He tore off his hands with his claws! It was a monster! A monster!
Should I hit him again?
Чё, все просмотрел.
Burke, shut up. You're Osmond Burke, right?
Yes.
Good. Now pay attention, Burke, because I have a question for you. We'll be there in no time.
Произошла тут небольшая ошибочка у меня. Не записалось у меня тут минут, наверное, 5 разговора. Взяли они этого чувачка, короче, заломали его. Допрос идет. В общем, на каком-то пирсе будет встреча. Так, продолжаем.
There are certain types of people I don't allow in my diner. But today, I have no choice but to make an exception.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Ness. I have to take him to Alphonse.
Out of the question. I know his temper. He'll beat him to a pulp.
Listen, if the missing girl was your granddaughter, you wouldn't forgive me if I didn't let you see the only suspect who could lead us to her.
Okay.
Shucks.
What?
I thought that bloodbath would cover up the smell of stale grease. I was wrong.
Elliot?
Ah, Delphine.
Oh, thank God you're here. The lights were off, so I thought that... I'm sorry. I got out of the hospital late, then I went to the station to pick up Jim's check, and when they told me... I'm scared.
Of what?
What are you drinking?
Даме надо предложить выпить виски.
Drop of whiskey. Just a drop.
Breathe on me. You heard me. You idiot. You frightened me just when... No! You knew!
Knew about what?
What's that gun doing there?
Давай полуправду.
A guy I know is having trouble with a two-bit mafioso. He asked me to go with him, just in case. I didn't have to get it out.
Well, don't. Don't start taking on the Mafia. Not now. You really don't know?
No, I don't know. And if you keep up the guessing games, I'll never know.
He's back.
Who?
Him. I don't know why it still surprises me, but it's incredible that you were such a good detective, and yet you've never been able to understand people. Capone got out of jail.
Where'd you hear that?
Chief Jenkins.
Chief Jenkins. The same guy who said he was going to clean up Santa Esperanza, right? In that case, you can rest assured Capone just put on his striped pajamas, and in 4 minutes' time, he'll be snoring in his cell.
Elliot, what if it's true? If he's out, what's the first thing he's going to do? Who does he hate more than anyone?
Да. Если это правда, если он вышел, то чем займется первым делом?
He spent almost 20 years in jail. Capone's an old man. If he gets out, at most he's going to challenge me to a race to the nearest park bench.
Please, Elliot, don't joke. You're the only part of Jim's life that I have left. If you put yourself in danger,
Что сразу колено-то?
I'm fine. Thanks.
Так, что происходит, Эллиот? Какой бокс? На кухне порезался.
My hand? I burnt it cooking. Fried eggs are the devil's work.
What's going on, Elliot?
А
We're closed.
Can you wait outside for a couple of minutes, Milton?
Sure, of course. Although, I'm sorry to say, but we're short on time.
Че ты меня
Эллиот.
палишь-то, а? Спалился.
Come in, Milton, come in. Delphine, I'll tell you later. Now...
Че, все, развод.
You said you'd never treat me like that again. I'm glad I could confirm that you're okay.
Ну, нигер, тупорылый.
No, and it's none of your business.
Sorry to butt in. I've brought your rapist costume for the party.
Господи.
Seriously, you're not...
No, she's the wife of a friend who died in the line of duty, Jim Dockers.
Alphonse told me about him.
Your Alphonse killed him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Ness. Although he's not the same man he was. Anyway, isn't the deal with marriage until death do us part?
It's not that simple. There are other factors. Delphine and I have been friends a long time, and I don't have many friends. I can't risk losing her.
Right. So you like her, but you don't have the nerve.
Oh yeah? What would you do?
Women have never been one of my priorities.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. You screwed Alphonse good, didn't you?
I don't think he holds it against me this far down the line. He's a new man now, right?
Did you enjoy it?
I'm a cop. Correction, I was a cop. You do the job you're given. End of story.
I hear you. But you didn't finish the next job they gave you. Did they find those kids?
No. How do I look?
Like the invisible man in the movie. No one's gonna buy it.
Take it easy. Everything's going to work out fine.
Вот мы переоделись. Это полудурка, которого мы заломали. Поедем на пристань.
So, everything's gonna work out fine, huh? You sure it's here?
Relax. It's just a little further. Just follow me.
Братья, убоем в следующей серии. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Увидимся в новых видео.